Oh yeah, baby, baby, baby. Whoa. Akasun's Honest Reactions. Akasun. And here we are, prototype mode. This is actually the second reaction or video we're filming from the prototype studio here. Boys and girls, let me show you around real quick. But in all likelihood, this will be the first video uploaded. You want to see? I'll show you. It's still really prototype mode right now. There's some stuff over there. My laundry's hanging right there. Here's the table. Look at this shit. This is real deal studio shit. I got a big idea over here that I want to work on right now. But yeah, guys, it's a lot of stuff. I'm a little concerned about the sound and lighting, so I'm not going to know until later today when I'm doing the editing and such. And I don't have internet until a few days from now, but I want to kind of, I just wanted to get some stuff out there for you guys. I think this will be okay. If I can, I'm gonna run out, like, I'm using hotspot internet things right now. So if I can, after I edit this, I'm gonna run out in the rain. I paid like $5 for this hotspot service and get something out for you guys as soon as possible. So I'm not fully back to checking the comments, and honestly, with what's been going on this weekend, I may not be checking comments as frequently as I used to. I remember J-Roar was kind of having the same problem when you start to get bigger, like these fuckboys, man. Anyways, let's get into some positive stuff. Civil War. The MCU Supercut, The Road to Civil War. You guys have been talking about it a lot. I saw it posted around a lot. Let's see what it's all about. Here we go. Welcome to my drink. Oh, I still got some. Here we go. Oh shit. I don't do fan films too often. I need to check out Strider's stuff though, for reals. Just not tonight. Wow.
I saw young Americans killed by the very weapons I created to defend them and protect them. And I saw that I had become part of a system that is comfortable with zero accountability.
I like that, but they slowed it down a bit.
Right. I guess I'm not quite sure what that is anymore.
This is dope,
And
man.
I thought I could throw myself back in and follow orders, serve. It's just not the same.
Oh, that was cool.
Even when I had nothing, I had Bucky.
Who the hell is Bucky?
There was an idea called the Avengers. The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people, see if they could become something more.
True. Hey, could
They
you?
could work together when we needed them to
Nice.
fight the battle.
Nothing's been the same since New York.
A hostile alien army came charging through a hole in space. We're standing 300 feet below it.
You experience things, and they're over, and you still can't explain them. Gods, aliens, other dimensions. I'm just a man.
I really didn't like that movie.
After New York, I convinced the World Security Council we needed a quantum surge in threat analysis.
This one,
Once we're way ahead of the curve.
I liked
Only
it
gun to everyone on Earth. Colony
after.
search.
I watched this the second time around.
This is fear.
Yeah.
SHIELD takes the world as it is, not as we'd like it to be.
Yeah.
The world's filling up with people that can't be matched. They can't be controlled. It's getting damn near past time.
What the hell was that? Oh, nice.
Society's at a tipping point between order and chaos. You don't do your part, I can't do mine. And Hydra can't give the world the freedom it deserves.
It's a man on the bridge. Where was he? But I knew him.
Robert Redford's
I don't know why
best.
we're here. In the last 6 months,
Oh shit.
Anthony Stark has created a sword with untold possibilities. Yet he insists it's a shield. He asks us to trust him as we cower behind it. Threats that Mr. Stark will not always be able to foresee.
I see a suit of armor.
There were good points to Iron Man too, but yeah, this was
I've
cool.
seen colder.
Yes, yes.
It wasn't a trick. I was shown.
wasn't a nightmare, it was my legacy.
There were good parts of
path I started
Age of Ultron too.
You rise only to fall, pretending you could live without war. You, Avengers, you are my meteor, my swift and terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure.
I saw my mother crushed to death under a building that you people destroyed. I was trying to pull my mother out from the rubble, watching her bleed to death, while all around me you people were raining down hell.
What the fuck was that from?
I'm here tonight to address
Agents of
growing
S.H.I.E.L.D.?
concerns among our citizens and the threats we face that are not of this world. Every day, new dangers present themselves, filling our peaceful streets with chaos. I don't need to remind people of the catastrophes in New York, London, and most recently,
Marvel's just for kids. Say
tragedies
what?
that seem to be growing in numbers and
Shit's
scale.
kind of serious.
The organization we had in place to protect us, S.H.I.E.L.D., brought airships raining down in our nation's capital.
Captain, people are afraid.
While a great many people see you as a hero, there are some who prefer the word vigilante. You operated with unlimited power and no supervision. That's something the world can no longer tolerate.
That's why I'm here. We need to cut the check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game. If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than bad guys.
This is
The raft.
I'm sorry, Tony. If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could.
James, you can't end bars.
I'm not gonna fight you. You're my friend. You're a wanted man. Don't do that anymore. There are people who think you did it come right now. I'm not planning on taking you alive.
Look at that boy, dude. Look at that.
Bucky, once here, stay this way. Please, we'll only make this worse.
You saying you arrest me?
Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
I know we're not perfect, but the safest hands are still out of.
They don't have doing research.
That would affect the team.
That would end the team. Isn't that the mission? Isn't that the why we fight? So we can end the fight? So we get to go home?
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony. You know I wouldn't do this if I had any other choice.
You just started a war.
The price of freedom, son. It's a price I'm willing to pay.
What's wrong about you?
Ready to follow in America and jaws of death?
Fellow guy from Brooklyn. I was too dumb not to run away from the fight. Follow him.
Sit down. Final warning.
I could do this
Do
all.
this on
Ow.
Every time someone tries to win a war before it starts, innocent people die.
Always.
Every time.
Every time. What was that?
Start with something pure. Something exciting.
Yeah.
Then come the mistakes. The compromises.
Whoever he used to be, the guy he is now, I don't think he's the kind you say.
But he's my friend.
You chose the wrong side.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
He should have kept the "so was I" part at the end. But I've heard. Oh, that's really cool. That's a cool fucking logo. Actually, I like that. I'm not so crazy about Shield, that Shield logo, but I kind of see. Dude, can you imagine if it ends like Civil War and Captain America, Iron Man becomes, what he becomes. But I don't know if they would go that route. That'd be very interesting. That'd be great ratings for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. though. I hope the sound's okay. The camera's much further than it ever has been. Let me give you my review here on this. First and foremost, Disney, Marvel, you need to hire this dude, MCU Exchange. The dude, like, really spliced it really nice. Some stuff I could tell he toned down he slowed down the vocals. Let me move that. Should I? Nah, fuck it. Let's just how we do it and shit? Okay. This shit looked really good. But honestly, guys, honestly, I'll bring this shit over here real quick. Honestly, I'm having a bit of worry. I'm a little bit worried, and this does have a little bit to do with BVS and such. But it's a video I've wanted to make for a little while now. About and it was a little after I saw Ant-Man. It's just the fact that we might, and I don't want to be a buzzkill, because people sometimes think I am, but I don't want to be a buzzkill, but we might be on that verge. This is a really strong, very pinnacle year for superhero movies, because we've come to the kind of the peaking point, so to speak. Age of Ultron, I kind of noticed that with Age of Ultron, is the fact that maybe it's become a little too much. Too many superhero movies, too many different things going on, and now that actually DC or Warner Brothers has finally kind of gotten their stuff together, well, that's very disputable if they've actually gotten it together, but at least they have a schedule of movies coming out. We're gonna be hit up hard with a lot of superhero movies, and we might actually be on the verge of a bit of a burnout here. And you know, say what you will about BVS, Batman v Superman, but it, you know, even the most hardcore fan will admit that there was a lot of editing, a lot of chopped up situations here that's very hard for the general market to jump into. And quite honestly, I'm a little worried about Civil War as well, in the sense that if they repeat the mistakes that Age of Ultron did, and what BVS apparently has, and just kind of start making a prequel and just start making like a giant commercial out of a movie instead of focusing on what the movie's supposed to be about, it's bad. Like, that's the one thing that kind of irked me a bit about Age of Ultron. As much as I enjoyed that movie, the fact that you could see where the studio was getting involved too much and just kind of shoehorning everything in, and just you could see there was a bit of problem. And then same thing with Ant-Man. I really did, like, I've gone on record about this a lot, just Ant-Man felt like Iron Man to me, and I was just like, the only reason I really even had interest of watching Ant-Man is because you're worried about those after credits situations. And then I really started thinking to myself, I was like, wait a second, like, the only real reason I have any interest in seeing this Ant-Man movie is because I'm only worried about how it connects to the rest of the Marvel universe, and that's a big problem in my eyes. So I really hope Civil War is going to knock it out the park. I'm a little worried about this, just a little bit. I mean, the Russo brothers, I didn't like Winter Soldier when I first saw it, but then, because I think I went in expecting, I don't know what I was expecting. I think I wasn't really expecting a political drama, so to speak, and so I was just like, what the fuck is it? And the bigger problem was the fact that I had already read all the source material long ago. In the comics, it was called Lethevon, and the whole thing with Hydra and Shield. Like, so for me, that wasn't like a big shocker or whatever. So it was kind of boring. Like, when they focus too much on the source material and don't try and not make a bigger adaptation, it bothers me, which is maybe one of my issues with BVS, adapting too much from the source material. You already know how it's going to end, so to speak, or you know where the plot's going. Anyways, but watching it again, Winter Soldier again, just similar to Skyfall, watching it again in my home without the hype surrounding it, I started seeing things that I really was I couldn't feel before because I was just in that real hype mode feeling, right? And then I could see why, and also actually, to be honest, the Winter's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that show helped really set a stronger precedence of where, like, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it was just the fact that after the Winter Soldier, watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., seeing where all the chips fell with S.H.I.E.L.D. helped make Winter Soldier better in some sense. I hope that makes sense for you guys. But I do have faith in the Russo brothers just a bit. I don't know if they're going to be as strong as what Jonathan Nolan and Chris Nolan have done, but I think there is going to be something stronger, I suppose. I like the way they direct, and I've been reading articles. It's not like Snyder, like when you read, I don't know, for me, I guess with the art, there's a certain thing when I'm hearing from directors, what they're saying and the way they treat a property and the way they respect the property, you can kind of get behind it a little bit more. And I'm a bit excited hearing from the Russo brothers what they have in store. It doesn't sound like fanboyish. It just actually sounds like they respect the craft of filmmaking, not making a comic book movie. They just want to make a good movie. And then with comic book adapted source material, which I think is much better, and I think that's the way it works. And I do like the fact of what they're doing with Avengers, with the Age of Ultron, with the IMAX cameras and such. I hope they can pull it off, but I would be lying if I said I'm not worried. I hope they can pull it off, but after, I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm a little worried. I might have to lower my expectations for Civil War just a bit, because I just feel like we're at that peak right now where it's so hard to get better than the movies that came out beforehand. Stop texting me about VVS. I swear to God, my counsel's like going crazy. Well, they're telling me I should ignore comments on my videos, which I understand, because we're getting too famous. We're getting too big, the Red Dreaded Nation. Too many fuckboys in the comment section get all defensive. They probably already typed something right now. Anyways, I'm looking forward to Civil War. I just want, it's gotta be a thrill. It's gotta be so good at this point, because we've gotten so high up on the scale of what it takes to be a good comic book inspired movie, or a comic book movie, superhero movie. I'm done with my ramble. Thank you for listening to me. I'm out. Bye.
What have you done?
That's